Fuck that noise.
Yeah, I dog sat for a little bit, and I was like,
Right.
I
I
couldn't
remember
handle
that.
the dogs waking me up at 7:30, 8 o'clock.
So, are we ready? Are we recording? Cool. Okay. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Rabble of Thrones. This week we're going to talk about the Prince of Winterfell, episode number 8 of season 2. Oh my god, we're almost there.
Is this the most sarcastic episode title
It's pretty,
of all of Game of Thrones?
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yars.
So it starts out with, oh, you know what I didn't do?
No, what didn't you do?
I'm gonna, because I've been having the wiki open, and I don't have it open this time, so I'm gonna.
Now you know my tricks.
Yes, no,
I
that's
have the
great.
wiki open. This is how I know everyone's name.
This is how I know names. Yeah, it's like the best. Although I've been getting way better, like Talisa. I know Talisa's name now. Only took 4 watch. This is my 4th time watching. Anyways, yeah,
Talisa. Is it Talisa?
It is.
I would say Talisa in my head when it.
Sure, it's. I don't think they say it out loud very often.
No, and she's a totally different character.
Right.
In the books. How are you with book listening?
Oh God, I haven't even started.
God damn it!
I know.
You have until April 23rd.
Does he
Why?
though?
What's April 23rd?
That is when the new season starts.
Yeah, but the new book's not coming out this year, so I'm not.
No.
You know. So okay, so we start off with Theon just fucking killing ravens like it's his job. Just dead ravens everywhere. So they show...
Like, that's a great strategy.
It is, yeah. So no one will ever find out about this. No one will know.
I'll just stay here forever.
That's right, and no one will know that I killed Bran and Rickon. No one will ever know. And that's all that matters. Is nobody
Until somebody comes a knocking.
Right. So,
haven't heard from you in a while, pal.
What's going on?
So, what's her name again? Fuck. See, this is...
Yara?
Yara, that's it. So Yara shows up, and, you know, she comes to check on him, and he's like, look, I'm the Prince of Winterfell, look what I did. Why did you only bring me these dudes? Like, I can't hold Winterfell with, like, 10 guys. And she's like, no, you're coming home. And
Dad wants to have a word.
Dad wants to talk to you.
I thought she'd be so happy.
Right.
They have a brother-sister moment.
I like that. I like the one line though. She's like, "Which one gave you the tougher fight, the cripple or the 6-year-old?"
Yeah,
that was a good line.
And she's the one that says, "Oh, look, here comes the Prince of Winterfell."
Yeah, because it's like, congratulations, you killed children and then no one.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't bring men because you're not fucking holding this place.
Right. Because it's dumb for us to even be here.
Yeah, the weight of the entire North.
Yeah, is going to come crashing down on us because of your stupid fucking ego.
Yep.
So what was the Greyjoy's plan then? Did he he didn't want world domination at all.
No.
He just wanted to fuck shit up.
That's right. He saw an opportunity to cause some chaos, and
mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Let's get out of here. Let's, while we still can. So I meant
the dad.
No, I know that's what you meant. Yeah. No,
Theon took over Winterfell. It's like, see, but look, I think the dad was like, no, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, wait a minute. You're supposed to just raid fishing villages. What part of that don't you understand?
Eat some fish.
God damn it.
Even when you're trying to fuck shit up, you fuck shit up.
The one thing I do like is she's like, you were a terrible baby. Cried all the time.
I wanted to
strangle you.
And then you smiled at me.
Yeah, and then we were bros. And then she leaves, right? And then that's it? She leaves?
Because he won't go with her.
Right.
And she's like, you're gonna die. Like, you're fucked here.
Yeah.
When Robb finds out, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
When the entire North finds out, they're gonna all kill you.
Yeah.
Don't die here. Like, you raided the town.
good for you. Get out now while you still can. So we go to Jon Snow with the wildlings, and we meet the Lord of Bones.
Lord of Bones.
And he's like, we're gonna kill this guy. We don't need him. And Ygritte kind of like sticks up for him. And she's like, well, Mance Rayder would want to talk to him. And again, they mentioned that he's Ned Stark's son. Now, Tay, you weren't on last week. When he tells Ygritte, I'm Ned Stark's son, like, she had like a reaction. And the same with the Lord of Bones here. When she says, hey, he's Ned Stark's bastard son, like, that means something.
Because it's my conspiracy.
Yes.
That the White Walkers have Stark blood in them, or vice versa.
Okay. That the Starks have White Walker blood.
Because I'm sure I've talked about this on the pod. I think, and this is a common book conspiracy and now show conspiracy. The Starks, the wall was built as like not to keep people out, but as a border.
Right.
Like, this is yours, this is ours.
Right.
And the ranging and the wildlings have been like fucking up with the border.
Right.
But originally they were like, okay, here's the border, here's your land, here's my land, and to solidify that treaty, a Stark married a White Walker.
Oh, okay.
And so Stark blood have White Walker blood in them is a common theory.
Interesting.
So if the wildlings believe that makes sense. And then the other thing would be if now I'm blanking on a name. The Stark guy in the only first episode. Benjen. God, I can't believe I blanked on that.
How did I get a name that you didn't? Ooh. What the hell?
And the easiest name. That would
this
be
is like
yeah, Snow. I want to say
Ned,
Jeff Snow.
George Snow.
George Snow.
Yeah.
So, or the wildlings know what happened to Benjen Stark, or there's more to Benjen Stark, and that relation they're excited about.
Okay.
Those are my two.
I like it. Because
it should be meaningless. Like, he's Eddard Stark's son. That's cool. Bye.
So Lord of Bones is like, we already got a crow. Like, we don't need a second crow fucking prisoner. We got the half hand.
Stark crow.
But this is a Stark crow, so maybe and so
and Mance Rayder would know who that is.
Right. And so she convinces him that maybe you should let Mance decide. So as she walks by, she's like, now we're even, Jon Snow. Like, you kept me alive. I kept you alive. That's it. Our deal's good.
Can we just do a Rabble of Thrones deal that anytime you say his name when you're talking like as Ygritte, and you say Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. Snow.
They were doing it in real life.
Oh, were they?
They were, and then they weren't, and now I think they are again.
Interesting.
If he runs, I'll do it myself. Oh, that's what she says.
Cut off his balls.
See, it wasn't for nothing. What wasn't for nothing? God damn. We were supposed to do this yesterday, and my notes don't make any sense because I make notes, and I'm
sorry.
like, no, it's okay. It's just, my notes are like so, like, just scatterbrained. So, alright, so Rob and Talisa are walking through, like, the woods, and they're talking about, you know...
because Jon Snow getting captured killed the other Rangers.
Oh, right. Thank you.
So make sure they don't die for
That's
nothing.
right, because he says to, so basically Half-Hand explains what happened. Like, you didn't come up, so we went back looking for you, and they caught us. And he's like, they died for me. And then make sure it wasn't for nothing, so...
Is anyone listening to this season of Serial? Sidebar?
No.
Oh.
I haven't even listened to the first season.
What is it? I don't even know what that is.
It's a really great kind of true crime podcast. Really famous. But they're doing a story right now about a POW named Bo Bergdahl.
Oh, okay. I know about Bo Bergdahl.
Off the base.
Yeah, I know all about that story. Yeah.
Yeah, he walked off the base in Afghanistan.
Yeah, and then 5 years later or something?
Yeah, he was captured for 5 years. And probably about 10 American soldiers lost their lives looking for him.
Yeah.
When he walked off the base.
Yeah. He went AWOL. And...
Yeah, so I just feel it's Jon Snow parallel.
Yeah.
Jon Snow walked off.
Right. And
joined lost their lives looking for
right,
him.
and joined what would be considered a terrorist organization.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of parallels, actually. But this
Although this came first.
I was going to say, this would have been written ages ago.
This definitely came first.
So
this is book 3, I think.
Life imitating art, I guess, right? Yeah. So anyways, so Rob and Talisa are walking through the woods, talking about the Walder Frey's daughter and the bridge, and I hope it's a nice bridge and whatever, and
so you like her, really?
Yeah, so like, just who cares? And then dude comes running up and he's like, hey, I gotta tell you something. Rob's like, what? And then finds out that, of course, Jaime Lannister has escaped.
Escape.
How did he escape?
How did this happen?
How did he escape?
So he goes to see his mom, who obviously set him free. And she tries to explain, like, if we send him back, then maybe we can get Sansa and Arya back. Which Rob is clearly pissed. Because you let him go behind my back.
I get doing it for your kids.
Right.
This is, like, from Rob's perspective, this is your only bargaining chip.
Right.
You got nothing now.
Nothing. Now he's got to win battles. Like, he's just got to keep winning battles. As long as he had him alive, he had something to, like, oh, something goes bad, well, we still got Jaime. You know what I mean? We still got that, like, in case of emergency break glass thing. So, so the other person that's really pissed off about this is fucking Karstark. He's just angry.
Rawr.
Yeah, so then we get our first... Was there anything else? Like, this scene kind of... There wasn't anything else.
I love it. I love it, though. I loved it. This is one of my favorite scenes in the show.
Right.
Because it's the visceral... And
just
Karstark, how... Like, Jaime killed one of my kids.
Right, and you're taking away my justice.
Like, justice. And then if this comes up later, of course.
Of course.
But it's like, spoiler. But it's just like, how do you have any more right to your kids than I did mine? And I love that. Like, Jaime killed his child.
Right.
But Catelyn thinks her kids are more important.
Well, no, it's not even that her kids are more important, because she says it. She's like, my kids are still alive. There's still something that can be done to get my kids home safe. Yes, it's shitty what happened to your kid, but he's already dead. So we can trade this and get what... And I mean, it is. It's like, what are you going to do? It's, And so Rob's like, that's it. She's fucking guarded at all times. She's not to leave, whatever. So she's a prisoner, basically.
And thus continuing a theme from the very beginning of Catelyn ruins this for everyone.
Yes.
Catelyn is responsible for so much horrible stuff happening.
Yeah.
She, like, kidnapping Tyrion, caused the whole goddamn war in the first place.
Yep. Yeah,
and releasing Jaime.
Yeah, she's perpetuating it. Well, at least there's only one more season to deal with her. She can't make it any worse.
Maybe.
Spoilers.
So, I do like that they cut from this right to Jaime and Brienne, and thus beginning my favorite fucking pair.
Really? Over Brienne, or over Jaime and Bronn?
I like Jaime and Bronn, but see, the season 5 was so bad.
It was so
and
bad.
Jaime and Bronn was actually, like, kind of a letdown.
I'm excited to recap season 5 in comparison to season.
So, and that's right. I like that we're gonna get to rewatch it, because I really want to know, like, was it as bad as I remember, or was I just shitting on it because...
See, I thought it was great at the time, because it's like, hooray, Game of Thrones!
Right.
And you're like, wait a second.
Wait a minute. So Jaime and Brienne, she flips him off the horse, and she's just he's yapping and she wants nothing to do with him. And he's like, well, it's a long way to King's Landing. We might as well get to know each other. And he's like, you ever been with a man or a woman or a horse? Like, there's just some good lines there. And then he's obviously wants to fight her, but she's not having anything to do with that because she's not stupid. And and then they just get in their little rowboat and row on.
Oh, off they go.
Off they go.
Little romantic boat ride.
That's right. Because I don't think we probably don't see them again this season. Oh no, we do. We see them one more time. Yeah. Yes. So then we go to Harrenhal. And Tywin's talking to the fam about the impending attack on King's Landing because Stannis is like 2 days away or 1 day maybe, who knows.
Depends on the wind.
Depends on the wind, and we got Stannis coming that way, and then we got fucking Starks coming the other way, and
we learned that the Lannisters are fucked.
That's right. And so he's like, all right, we're gonna ride at nightfall. I don't want them to know we're coming. Did he say which way they were going? Did he say to King's Landing, or did he just say we ride at nightfall?
No, he just said we ride at nightfall.
Okay, so he didn't even say where they were going, so they leave it kind of ambiguous. Spoiler, they go to King's Landing.
Whoa, wait, what?
Sorry, ruined the next episode.
You jerk.
So he tells the Mountain, hey, you stay, find the fucking Brotherhood.
You're in charge.
By the way, Arya, she's pretty cool, so you might want to keep her around. Don't let him drink, because he's terrible company. Or he's
terrible company sober, but he can at least do his job.
He'll get his job done, that's right. So then Arya's like, fuck, I can't stick around with this fucking guy. It's fucking Cleganes, they're good for nothing.
This guy, am I right?
Yeah. So she's bouncing around the castle looking for Jaqen. And as she's bouncing around, she sees Tywin leave. She knows like she's fucked. Like she's got to get out of there.
She starts running around trying to find Jaqen.
Yeah.
Is she fucked? Like, why does she think she's fucked? I didn't really get this.
Well, before...
Does she just want to save Robb, or she thinks she's screwed?
I think before Tywin got there, the Mountain was in charge, and he was
just killing people.
Yeah, they were torturing people who they thought had information.
Yeah, she's probably scared he's going to go back to that, because...
But why would he go after her? Like, what is she scared about?
Tywin has said that go find this Brotherhood, and
I think
but why would he ever expect this girl anyway?
I think that she knew that at least with Tywin she would be treated well.
I guess, yeah.
Because he never, he treated her pretty good. And, the Mountain fucking cuts horses' heads off for no good reason.
So she's just scared of him. She doesn't think anything particularly.
I don't think there's anything particular.
Yeah, it was a bit like. I always thought she was going to save Robb.
Oh, you think so?
But I don't think that's the case. I think she was just like shit.
Right.
I need to get the fuck
out. Okay. Someone help me out with this note. If you do what needs to be done, what am I talking about? Because I know the next scene is Bronn and Tyrion. And they're,
so...
Bronn's cleaning his fingernails.
Well, no, there's wildling between then.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, right! Thank you. Yes, no, that's exactly what it is. Because, so they're walking along and,
Well, we missed Arya with my favorite character, though.
What's that?
Gendry and Hot Pie.
Did that even happen?
Being like, we gotta get out of here. Well, it's in her looking for Jaqen. I just want to ship it to Hot Pie as much as we can.
He's such a little, everything he says is about food. Everything.
He's so fat. He's the chubby kid from Hook. You know the fat black kid?
Yeah.
He's that guy for me. I just want to cuddle him.
Right.
I just want to.
So now we get to the
Yes.
half hand, and so he's like, it would be really cool if we had someone on the inside with Mance Rayder, and John's like, they'll never trust me.
Wink.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, they'll trust you if you do what needs to be done. Now I understand my note.
Yep.
And so then he goes off. He's like, you and your fucking wildling whore and blah, blah, blah. And pushes him down the hill. And Lord of Bones is like, he's not yours to kill. And, Ygritte picks him up. And now John knows he's got to kind of play along with, being like the crow on the outside, I guess.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Was he always in on the joke, Jon Snow?
Was he always
like, was he always in on the... Did he always know what he actually had to do?
From here, yeah. He understood what he had to do.
Spoiler, killing...
Yeah, I think he did.
It would make sense that he...
I think he did. I think he didn't want to, but I think he definitely knew what he meant, what he had to do.
And he was genuinely goaded into it, or he just was he put on a show?
Oh, right. See, now, because that scene's coming up. We'll have to rewatch that scene carefully. We'll talk about that, because that's the last scene, or the last episode, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the next episode's all King's Landing.
Yes, just getting ahead of ourselves, because obviously we have hindsight now.
That's what we do.
And we can analyze scenes more than we could before. That's
right. So, all right. So then now we go to Bronn cleaning his nails. And Tyrion telling him, you should wear a gold cloak. He's like, I told you I'm not going to wear the gold cloak. And he's like, he gives all the reasons. Can't fight quietly, blah, blah, blah. You can see me in the dark. So, Tyrion's like reading books, trying to plan the defense of the city. And Bronn's like, oh, you're going to find the answer in one of these books? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am.
Actually,
hold on, Tyler. You can push up your glasses when you say that.
Actually.
So, Varys comes in, and they're because I like the bit about when they're trying to figure out how to pronounce the dude's name, and Varys comes in and pronounces it, and they're both like, oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Huh. La-di-da.
So Varys then, tells him about a drop in in thievery that's happened since Bronn took over. And Tyrion's like, oh, well, how'd you do it? And he's like, well, we rounded up all the known thieves. And what, you threw them in jail? Yeah, nope.
Not really.
Not really. And he's like, oh. And he's like, now all we got to worry about is the unknown thieves. And then
explanation.
And he explains why he's like, when there's a siege, he's like the thieves are at their worst, and it is a good explanation.
Yeah, because Tyrion is smart.
Yeah. So, then we go to what do you call it? Sam and the boys, whose name I can't remember. Fuck, what's the long-haired dude? He's the only one still alive.
Is it Gren?
Yes.
Is Gren the only one still alive, or is Gren dead?
No, Gren's the one that's still alive.
Ed?
Yeah, he's the redhead one, right?
Yeah, in the book he's like Dolores Ed or something, and that's how I remember his name.
Gotcha. So they're digging.
Just digging.
Just digging latrines. That's what they said.
Yeah, they're digging latrines.
Digging latrines at the end of the world.
Chop, dig, dig.
And so did his father. What the fuck does that mean? I love my notes that make no sense. Okay, so anyways, while they're digging, they find some dragon glass. And Sam's like, oh, these were left by the first men. And he's like, well, who would leave them here? And they're like, someone who wanted them to be found. I'm like, duh. Okay. So then we're back.
You accidentally saved the world digging up a toilet.
That's right. So then we go back to Harrenhal, and Arya finally finds Jaqen. And so he's like, you should probably give me that that last name that I'm supposed to kill for you. And she's like, well, you know, he already left. Like, oh, no, that's right. She's like, how long does it take? And he's like, you know, could be a minute, could be an hour, could be a day, whatever. Like, it happens when it happens. She's like, no, I need it to happen right now. I need you to kill Tywin right now. And he's like, no, I don't think I can do that. So
this is why when she was looking for Jaqen originally, it wasn't like, let's get the fuck out of here.
You think it was
she genuinely wanted to kill Tywin to save her brother.
So you think that was always going to be her the last name on her list? I think it was
always family loyalty.
Okay.
Because like this scene, then it doesn't. If she
you're right. No, you're right. That makes way more sense.
She killed Gregor Clegane in this.
Right.
If she was like, oh, I'm not.
You're right. Okay, that makes more sense.
I don't know if I'm right. That's just my
I
take on it. I think it was always I'm going to save my brother, and the way to save him is
to kill Tywin. Right. So she says, okay, well then instead of that, you need to help me and my friends escape. And he's like, that's not how this works. Like, that would take way more than one person to kill. He's like, so she's like, so I can give you any name and you'll kill that person? He's like, yeah, any name at all. She's like, all right, Jaqen H'ghar.
Wait, no. Oh.
Yeah, wait, no.
And damn it.
You gave me my own name. And he's like, unname me. Unname me now. And I like this. He's like, a girl lacks honor, and she kind of shrugs. She's like, whatever.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Do what I gotta do.
So she unnames him, and he's
only if he helps her escape.
Only if he helps her escape. And so she says, all right, well, or he says, you and your friends walk out the front gate at midnight. And she's like, okay. So
okay, don't ask any more questions. You just go, yeah, all right, sure.
Yeah, whatever. You got it figured out? Cool. So, is this the last Cersei Tyrion scene? Or is there another one? I think there might be another one after the battle. So, this Tyrion Cersei scene is awesome.
Yes.
Because their scenes have been good. But this is the one, right? This is the one. So, he's talking about planning the defense, and Cersei's concerned because Joffrey plans on fighting, and Tyrion's like, well, the men will fight more fiercely if they see their king fighting beside them. And she's like, oh, he's only a boy, and he's like, or he's only 17. And then Tyrion's like, well, do you remember Jaime at 17? And she's like, oh, some people are born for this, and he wasn't. And then Tyrion's like, well, he wasn't born to rule either, which I thought was a good little dig.
Little dig.
So, what else? What was the next thing that I know? She says something about Varys being dangerous because he doesn't.
Yeah, you don't realize how dangerous he is
because he doesn't have a cock. That makes him dangerous.
You don't have a cock either.
And then Tyrion's like, well, you don't have one either. And she's like, well, maybe I am dangerous. And then she's like, you let that little worm between your legs do all your thinking. And he's like, it isn't that little. And then she smiles, and he's like, why are you so happy? Like, we're about to be under siege. And she's like, well, I'm happy because I found your whore. And it's like, uh-oh. Yeah, this isn't good.
All us viewers are like, hooray.
Yeah. Fucking killer. Yes. So she's talking about finding the whore that he's been, hanging out with, and he's pretending like not to know really what she's talking about, but kind of does, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he's like,
what whore?
I thought you liked blondes.
Yeah, and then so then he's like, okay, well, how do I know you haven't already killed her? Oh, right, sorry. So Cersei says, if you take Joffrey onto the battlefield, whatever wounds he sustains, she'll sustain. And if he dies, there isn't a person in the world that will come up with a more painful death than what I will for this woman. So he's like, well, how do I know she's not already dead?
And this is revenge for Micella.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's revenge for sending Marcella away. So,
which was genius, but Cersei's retarded. So
yeah, because he brings out the girl, and it's Roz. Not even the right whore, and the whore we like better.
Yes, I have an emotional attachment to this whore.
I absolutely love Roz. She's awesome.
Shay was do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Roz is like, no.
So then, Tyrion walks over, and what's awesome is that Roz plays along.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the best part of that, is that she plays along, because she doesn't have to, but she plays along.
I think she knows. She knows.
I think she knows it doesn't matter either, right? Like it doesn't matter, because Cersei's not going to believe it if she's like, "Hey, I'm not his whore." She's not going to believe it.
Right.
So she's got no other choice but to play along, but at least she plays along kind of convincingly. So then she leaves, and Tyrion goes into his speech, like his best line, and they bring it up later in the trial, which I love. One day you'll be happy, and the joy will turn to ash in your mouth, and
yep.
So good. And then you will know the debt is paid. So good. And then he leaves. So, oh man, so good. But he's still okay. Spoiler. Now we'll go to where we are now. He never did get his revenge, really.
No.
Waiting for the opportune moment.
Although he didn't get his revenge, but
it happened.
All of her kids are dead, and
no, Tommen's still alive.
I was gonna say, and Tommen is clearly gonna die this season.
Absolutely, Tommen's dead this season. I think Tommen's dead in the first 2 episodes.
Like Joffrey?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is he killed?
Well, how else is he gonna? He's a kid. He's not gonna die of natural causes.
Something bad. Like, does someone kill him? Is it battle? How is he gonna die? I guess
not gonna be a battle. It's not gonna be a battle.
Prognostication when we get there.
Yeah. Well, let's give it some time. Okay. So, all right, we're back to Rob's camp, and him and Roose are talking, and Roose is like, my bastard's almost at Winterfell, and every time he mentions him, I'm like, oh, I can't wait.
You skipped over a Shay scene, just.
Did I skip over a Shay scene? Was it on purpose or by accident?
I think by accident, but I'm hoping on purpose.
I didn't take a note during it, so that's why I skipped over it. Because after the
Roz and the Ash, then he runs back to Shay, and he's like,
that's right.
Oh, good, you're still alive.
I love you.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to act.
Yeah, I can't quit you.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I am yours and you are mine.
Yeah, that's right. That's the line. Thank you.
Wow.
She's so bad. He's so good, and she's so bad. Yeah. Can you just... You know what they should have done with her? They should have had her...
Not cast a porn star?
They should have... Well, that's the first thing. No, but what they should have done is they should have had her, speak in, a dialect that doesn't make sense. Like, just her speaking gibberish, and then subtitles.
Like a Wookiee.
Right.
She would have been Chewbacca.
Yeah, or not even subtitles. Exactly. It would have been great. So now we go.
Get Tyler to do his Chewbacca impression again.
Should have been the female Hodor.
Tyler, can you do that Chewbacca one more time, please?
Why?
Because I think we missed it.
I missed it.
You missed it?
Yeah, let's hear it again.
Nope.
Damn it.
Dance,
monkey.
Play it back.
You'll have to play it back.
Dance, monkey. All right. So,
Buddy's monkey.
So Rob tells Roose, listen, I want you to tell them any Ironborn who surrenders can go back to the Iron Islands. They'll be fine. And Roose is like, whoa. Like, do you not realize what these guys did? And he's like, any of them but Theon. Theon's going to come here, and I'm going to fucking chop off his head. So...
Head.
What?
Which head?
Well, no, Rob's not going to chop... Rob's not fucking... Anyway, he's not a sick bastard.
When did Tywin get to Roose?
I don't know. See, that's a great question because, okay, so here's the thing. So Talisa shows up here, and visibly, Roose Bolton rolls his eyes. Like, visibly rolls his eyes, like, not this fucking broad again. So, he's like, alright, I guess I'm out of here. I guess whatever I'm gonna say doesn't fucking matter because you're too busy banging this broad.
Yeah, not gonna cock block you anymore.
Yep. Can't cock block the king in the north. So she tells him the story of her brother who... Because he asks why she became a...
So is Roose turned now?
See... No. But I see, because I bet you... This is what I think. I think Roose set the whole thing up. I think Roose was like, man, this guy's fucking everything up. I'm gonna see what Tywin says. And so I'm just gonna send him a letter and see what he says. And I think that's what happened. I don't think
Tywin didn't reach out to Roose.
I think Roose reached out to Tywin. I think he was sick of seeing this shit, and he knew that the Frey thing was gonna be a fucking pain in the dick. So, and he's like, you know what? I can squash all this, and then I can be in favor with, you know, the guys who run the joint, and that's good for me. So,
yeah,
makes sense.
So
just in our watch backs, I'd like to keep that in mind.
Yeah, no,
when does Roose Bolton turn?
I bet
when
you
do we lose him.
I bet you it's when they get married. That's got to be when it for sure happens. When Robb marries her,
right.
Because that's coming up. That's like the next episode, or the last episode of the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I think so. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So it's just, and this is where we see side boob.
And we see some side boob, right? So she tells, and it's weird that she tells him a story about her brother drowning and being saved by the dude with the tattoo, the fish tattoo. That right after that, he's like, I want a bone.
Let's do this.
Yeah, like, that's a weird story to get you in the mood.
Hey, who's hard?
Man, I don't know about you, but that story made me horny.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You was rock solid as I am after this story. Let's do this.
Let's go. And he's like, I don't want to marry that Frey girl. And she's like, I don't want you to marry that Frey girl. All right, let's fuck. So, and then they fuck.
And she's also a huge cunt. Could she not have been happy just being his mistress?
Yeah, really. Right?
Like, I don't want to marry that Frey girl.
Well,
you have to. Let's fuck on the side.
Let's just bone on the side. Exactly. So, so then my next note, Hot Pie only ever talks about food. That's literally my note. So, Hot Pie and Arya and Gendry are, like, ducking, and they're like, how are we supposed to get by all these guards? Like, he said just go out at midnight? She's like, yeah, that's all he said. He's like, but all the guards are there. She's like, I don't know, fuck it, I'm going. And she gets up and starts walking, and then you realize that all the guards are dead. And just
this
like
is a creepy scene.
Being held up by their weapons, which is it was awesome.
So creepy.
Yeah. So okay, so now we go to Stannis and Davos on the ships. And Davos is like, we're about a day away.
Stannis the Manus.
Yeah, Stannis is like, all right. So then Stannis tells the story of like, so you know, he says to Davos like, you know, you take the onion as your sigil, and all these guys make fun of you, calling you the Onion Knight, like they're mocking you, yet you know, and so you learn that Davos is like, whatever, you know, whatever. I don't care what they say.
Whatever.
But then you hear about this, him holding Storm's End during the rebellion, and they started eating horses, and then cats, and then dogs, and then rats, and sounds like it was pretty shitty. And then how like pissed off he was, and kind of rightfully so. He's like, I held Storm's End, and then when the whole thing's over, he gives it to Renly. Robert does.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I didn't say anything because Robert was my older brother, and he was the king. That's what I do. But now that I'm rightfully the king, I'm gonna fucking take the throne. And you know what, Davos? You're gonna be hand of the king when I'm king.
Partial hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Because remember, everyone.
Yep, he doesn't. He carries the fingers around, doesn't he?
Finger bones.
Gross. Gross. So, they say Stannis never smiles. Joffrey says, "It's like I'll give him a smile, a red smile, ear to ear." Shut up, Joffrey.
Okay, Joffrey.
Yeah, okay.
You do
So,
that.
and then I love as Joffrey walks away, and Tyrion's like, "I'm sure Stannis is trembling in his boots." So, and we get a good Varys Tyrion scene. Tyrion just saying how much he likes being in charge and playing the game, and Varys, says, Ned Stark and Jon Arryn, they're good guys, but not good for the job of being Hand of the King. Yeah, so Tyrion's like, I just want to keep playing the game.
Game of Thrones. Drink?
The Game of Thrones.
Drink?
So, hey, we go to Karth.
Well, Varys tells her that we haven't seen Daenerys.
That's right.
Varys tells Tyrion that Daenerys is alive
and has dragons, and he's like, dragons, come on. What do you fucking think this is? Some kind of fucking fantasy TV show?
He also is like, let's just one thing at a time.
Yeah, one thing at a time. So then we go to the Karth, and Jorah comes trucking in. He's like, found us a ship. Leaves tomorrow. Let's go. And she's like, I gotta get my dragons. He's like, man, fuck them dragons. Like, they're too little anyways. What are they gonna do? And she's like, they're my children. And he's like, you're not really the mother of dragons. Like, they call you that, but you're not really.
You silly little girl.
You're so dumb. God, if I wasn't so in love with you, I would punch you in the face. I think is exactly what he said, right?
Yeah. But she has nothing else.
Right. So she, she makes him understand, I think, that she needs to find her dragons. And so he's like, all right, let's go get your dragons. And then hopefully we'll get out of here alive.
Okay, let's go get your goddamn dragons.
Yeah, dumb broad. So,
and that's all for Daenerys.
That's right. That's it.
That's it.
So then we're back to Winterfell. We see Maester Luwin walking around the courtyard. He just happens to spot Osha with some bread. So he kind of follows her down into the crypts, and she tells him that after they hit the farmhouse, they doubled back and decided to hide in the crypts because they figured no one would look for them there. Which, they're being commanded by Theon, so they're a bunch of fucking idiots. And obviously wouldn't check the crypts. And so he figures out that it must have been the farm boys that they killed. And, like, oh, don't tell Bran, he would only blame himself. And of course they flash to Bran, and he's wide awake and hears everything they're saying. But now we know for sure Bran and Rickon are still alive.
Yeah.
And then we get the credits. So, not, whatever. The next episode's so good, though. I can't wait.
Penultimate.
I can't wait. I almost watched it, like, right after this. I was just, like, so jazzed. Yeah. So, you'd mentioned that you might have some news or something?
I promised I had news, and I dug and I dug and I dug.
Yeah, and what'd you find me?
So, two nugs.
Okay.
One, so Natalie Dormer. They're not exciting nugs, but Natalie Dormer, my girlfriend, Marjorie Tyrell.
Yeah.
Wore a gorgeous dress to the Golden Globes, and it is worth looking at because she looks beautiful.
Oh, I don't think I saw
And
it.
she said, they asked her, like, what's in store for Marjorie? And she said, well, she's not wearing dresses like this anymore.
Ha!
She's effectively in a sack in a prison cell, but she's
Damn.
doing her damnedest to get out of it. So Marjorie's going to be locked up next season.
Wow. For the whole season?
Sounds like it.
Well, I mean, we knew she was locked up, but...
She's going to be locked up next season and not getting out of it. And also, she said in another interview, she only reads her parts.
Right. Oh, so she doesn't...
Because she doesn't want any spoilers, but she said she was in makeup and someone walked in.
Yeah.
And it was, oh shit, you're back? Like, what are you doing here?
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
So who is that?
Catelyn Stark.
Yeah. Jon Snow would be way too obvious.
Way
and they
too
don't have
obvious.
any scenes together.
Right. Catelyn Stark being in King's Landing, though, doesn't make a lot of sense either.
Or does it?
Or
But
does
women
it?
being in makeup together,
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's the one tidbit, and then the other tidbit is HBO is currently... Who's autoplaying something?
Who's what?
Oh, maybe that's me.
Maybe it is.
Something's autoplaying in the background of something. Oh, it is me. It's this weird website I'm on.
There you go.
Anyways, the other is so HBO is currently in talks to extend Game of Thrones beyond season 7.
We kind of knew that it was going to go to season 8 anyways, didn't we?
So actors had signed on for 6 and 7, and that
Right.
was one of the reasons, even before the spoilers, that I knew about Jon Snow, because Kit Harington had signed to season 7.
Right.
And a whole bunch of other actors also had as well.
Right.
But now apparently they're in talks for 8.
And
Season
see, and
8
this is an issue because this causes like contract things and like Kit Harington can be like, I'm Jon Snow,
No.
so you gotta pay me that snow money.
Apparently they're not gonna like Harry Potter, Mockingbird, Catching Fire, split it into 2.
Right.
Like, if the final book's the final book, they're going to make the final season the final season. Like, they're not going to stretch it out into 2. Or, The Sopranos did it, and I think Walking Dead did it.
Walking Dead's not over yet, is it?
Maybe it was, yeah, it's not something that's over, but it's like their last season. Mad Men maybe did it, where they filmed the 10 episodes, and then they released them over 2 years as 5 and 5.
Oh, okay. They're not going to do that.
They won't do that. They'll do, it'll be a full 10 episode season.
Okay.
But apparently they're in talks to almost certainly sign for another one.
Well, I thought they had to. I thought because...
Yeah, so now it's like, yeah, well, do they have to? Because 6 and 7 won't be able to tell the full story.
Right, and if they don't do that and they got to wrap it up in 7 seasons, then they're going to leave a lot of shit open or they're going to rush a lot of shit.
But then it was supposed to be book season, and so season 6 is going to be book 6, which isn't out yet.
Right.
Which is months away.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah, I don't think...
George R. R. Martin said months on his blog.
Right. And 13 is a number as well.
That's true.
So, but... so you weren't on when we discussed this. But my theory is that now that there's no rush, because the rush was... I'm sure there was pressure like, hey...
Yeah, get it out before.
Get it out before the show comes on. And now that that's not going to happen, there's no pressure.
An indefinite extension.
Right.
Yeah.
He has no pressure to get it out.
Yeah, so a lot of the articles are all about, like, this is the first time a show or a movie or whatever is outpacing its source material.
Right. Thanks a lot, George R. R. Martin.
And the creators have repeatedly assured that they know the ending and they're going to stick to the ending.
Right.
But it's, how are they going to get there is...
And it's going to be vastly different than the book.
Pardon?
Sorry, I got really tired there. This podcast is boring me so much that I'm falling asleep.
Oh.
No,
Son of a bitch.
I know. No, but
Keep listening, everyone.
It's going to be vastly different than the books.
Yeah. It'll have to. Well, it already is, and the books are out.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. Does it, like, extending it for another season to season 8 give George R. R. Martin even more time?
won't even matter. He can't get.
He will stretch it out.
If he's not done 6, it's not like he's gonna put 6 out and then put 7 out the next year. So it doesn't even matter. Like unless that's his thing.
Books are out.
Right, but unless that's his thing that he's actually writing 6 and 7 together and he'll split it up or whatever.
Conspiracy theory.
What?
The reason he's taking so long is because he's writing 6 and 7 together.
But
and he's gonna release them 1, 2.
Yeah, but you can't release them. Hey, here's 6, and then next week here's 7. You gotta like.
Well, maybe it'll be in a year, but maybe that's why he's taking so goddamn. You heard it here first, everyone.
There you go. Or maybe he's
great conspiracy theory.
Or maybe he's the laziest man on the planet, and he's
taking so long because he is writing 2 books.
Let's be optimistic and say that that's what it is.
That's my new theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Post it on Reddit now.
Post it on Reddit. And he'll be like, that's not true. Because he'll read it on Reddit because he's not writing his book. He's reading Game of Thrones theories on Reddit.
Well, I told you guys not years ago. We've only been doing this for a year. He stopped reading Reddit because someone guessed the ending.
Right.
And he didn't want to be influenced by it.
Oh, and there's that to it too. Like, if so many people are getting stuff right, like, does he want to change it so that way he can still shock people?
Yeah, and what motivation is there for you to write it? Yeah, and put out a piece of literature if the gist of the literature is already out there.
Because some people don't like spoilers.
Yeah. That's right.
And
some people don't know the theories about where it's going, and
it's not even the theories. It's something about the art, and I can't even word it. But it's like, if the point of your art is out there already, what motivation is there to still do it?
Yeah, makes a good point. I don't know. And I think, you know what? We're gonna leave you to ponder that this week. Mm-hmm. What is the point of all of this?
What is the point in the art of it?
Right.
If it's already out there, and the story, like, it's different if you're a painter, but you're a writer, and your point is to tell a story, but the story has been told just now by someone else.
Yeah. Some asshole on Reddit was just like, you know what? Jon Snow, he's gonna get the fucking ice dragon, and Daenerys is gonna whatever.
The
and
whole
then,
thing
boom,
was
got
Graham's
it all.
dream.
Got it all. Yeah.
He wakes up and the entire Game of Thrones has just been a coma dream.
That's right, and he was in a coma. He wakes up, boom, everyone's alive.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
That would be awesome. Yes, I'm in. Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this week, everyone. Thanks for listening and watching. See you guys next week.